Welcome to another episode of Football Premi Podcast. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ റിവ്യൂ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് ലിവർപൂളിന്റെ സമ്മർ ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ വിൻഡോ ആണ്. So joining us is ardent Liverpool fan Anirudh and Santanu. So Anirudh, let's start with you. How good are the incoming players? How confident are you with the incoming players in this transfer window?
I think we've hit all our targets that we wanted to hit. And I'm impressed with the way some of the dealings were conducted. I think left back was definitely an area for strengthening. We were managing with Milner and Robertson was playing 90% of the games. അത് തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും സ്ട്രെങ്തൻ ചെയ്യേണ്ട ഒരു പൊസിഷൻ ആയിരുന്നു. അത് സ്ട്രെങ്തൻ ചെയ്തെന്ന് മാത്രമല്ല, I think the way it was done. They went in for a bid with Jamal Lewis, $10 million. Norwich അത് നേരെ റിജക്ട് ചെയ്തു. I think he was one of those homegrown quota filling categories also. But Norwich just rejected it for more money. And then they didn't wait. They just went to the next guy. And that was Siniskas. So that was impressive. But if you look at Thiago, definitely no worries about the pedigree or the quality. He's not the typical money ball signing. He's 29. He's not a resale player. But I think Klopp has sort of made it clear that you, in addition to the youngsters, you also need a Milner. You also need a senior statesman in the team. This team will just age together, and then the youngsters will just end up at one slot, and it will be difficult to make that transition. So Thiago looks impressive, at least in that game against Chelsea. He was good. Correct. Jota, there was no inkling about this deal. We didn't expect.
Yeah, and they've also paid up a hefty fee on low. 41 million.
Yeah, but I think the only justification for this is he's still 22 or 23. Alengel, I feel it's overpaid. Jota's case is a little overpaid.
But he is also Premier League proven goal scoring and Premier League already കഴിഞ്ഞ season proven goal scorer. So yeah. So Shantanu, as a United fan, how much does it pain to see Liverpool buying this goal?
ഒരു പ്രശ്നമാണ്. തിയാഗോ കിട്ടിയത് വളരെ ഒരു പ്രശ്നമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സംഭവമാണ്. വൺ റീസൺ അവരുടെ മിഡ്ഫീൽഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഹെൻഡേഴ്സൺ, പിന്നെ മിൽനർ എല്ലാവരും ഏജ്ഡ് ആയിട്ട് വരികയായിരുന്നു. അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചത് ഒരു 1 year down the line they will be age squad. They will come down. They will not be at the high level they were playing in the last 2-3 years. But adding Thiago, getting that leadership, they might get 1 or 2 years at the max from him, but that will help the youngsters in the team also grow up. This guy Tsimikas, I haven't never seen him. I have not heard of him before. But adding to that position, they just had Robertson earlier in that position, and he was playing like some days he's pretty good, but might be one off day. But playing all the 38 games and then the CL, that will not help. Jota, Sadio Mane, പുള്ളിക്കാരൻ അവരുടെ പടയാളിയാണല്ലോ. പുള്ളിക്ക് ഒരു ബാക്കപ്പ് എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിലായിരിക്കണം മിക്കവാറും കളിക്കുന്നത്.
ജോട്ട സൈൻ ചെയ്തത്, അതെ ഫ്രണ്ട് ത്രീയിൽ ഒരു ബാക്കപ്പ് എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ തന്നെ ജോട്ട സൈൻ ചെയ്തേക്കുന്നത് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് നേരത്തെ ഹെഫ്റ്റി ഫീ ആണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത്. കാരണം ഒരു ബാക്കപ്പ് പ്ലെയറിനാണ് അവർ ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് 40-45 million pounds സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്തേക്കുന്നത്. So any areas you think they should have strengthened?
I don't think so.
At the back. സോ അത് ഇപ്പോ നമ്മളിപ്പോ വരുന്ന ഇപ്പോ ആസ്റ്റൺ വില്ല ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഹാമറിംഗ് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് നിൽക്കുന്ന സമയമാണോ അറ്റ് ദ ബാക്ക് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, അതോ അറ്റ് ദ ബാക്ക് ഡെജാൻ ലോവറൻ പോയതിന്റെ ഒരു ഗ്യാപ്പ് ഫില്ല് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള?
അല്ല, if you really look at our first video, I spoke about this, that Lovren had left. We didn't have a senior center back in that mold, right? And what they're doing is they're playing Fabinho as center back. So he's our fourth choice. The problem of having utility players is good, no doubt. They play multiple positions,
but they have to play week in week out എന്നുള്ള രീതി വരുമ്പോഴാണ് പ്രശ്നമാവും.
One is week in week out, and if 2 of those utility players get injured, then you lose backups in 3 positions. Suddenly, overnight you are like, okay, we'll play, right? So that's tricky. And Gomez is young. He needs time in and out of the team. He does well in spells. He does well when he gets a run of games, but I think he now needs a little bit of time off the spotlight. And Van Dijk has also not been having a good season. But my need for strengthening is
But
not
that season
because
is
of
so
the,
young, right? I mean, season is only like 3 games old right now. So I mean, there is enough time for them to catch up. The informed players, the Van Dijks, have the Salahs, the Manes, they can come to. I think they should have strengthened on the forward line. At least I think there should have been a backup for Firmino. Minamino sign ചെയ്തിട്ട് I haven't seen him play that much, or either he hasn't adapted yet, or he hasn't settled down yet, one way or other. I haven't seen him much, but I think a backup for Firmino was probably a key signing that Liverpool had to do. Because of the way they have been scoring for fun last season, there might be teams who look at that and find that there is this small jinx in the armor that if you can keep Salah and Mane quiet, then you can keep Liverpool quiet. ആ ഒരു കൺസിഡറേഷൻ വരുന്നുണ്ടോ?
Maybe ഒറിജിനെ കൊണ്ട് ബാക്കപ്പ് പ്ലാൻ ആയിരിക്കണം ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ
ഡിപ്പാർച്ചേഴ്സ് ആരൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു? അപ്പോൾ ഡിപ്പാർച്ചേഴ്സ് ആരൊക്കെയായിരുന്നു ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാല്?
Departures were Lovren. We had Brewster. Brewster was actually a good outgoing deal, if you look at it. For the money, for that player that he is, the kind of money we.
And it's a buyback clause also, right? Inserted a buyback clause also in there, I guess. Yeah.
Buyback and sell-on clause. So either we buy him back or we make money on that. I think that has been very impressive under the new management, if you really look at it, right? A lot of players, Ibe, Solanke, ഇവർക്കൊക്കെ lavish പൈസയാണ് കിട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നത്. And they've found scapegoats like Bournemouth. They found now Sheffield. I don't know, but for a young player like that, unproven, untested, not bad business.
Lallana also transfer.
Lallana also, right? Lallana to Brighton. Was that a free transfer? I think it was a free transfer, right?
His contract was up. His contract was up, and I think I was reading in an article that as early as last October, Klopp told Lallana that, listen, you will not get an extension. Start looking for a club. And that was 4 days before the game against United, where he came on as a sub and scored to keep us from losing that game, right? So, I mean, it talks to his man management that he's able to tell a player honestly that, listen, find another club. അടുത്ത കൊല്ലം നിന്റെ contract extend ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. And she still trusted him to come on and do a job.
Right.
Liverpool has come a long way from the time they signed what was that guy? Andy Carroll for 35 million.
They have come a long way. Yeah. See, initially, so overall, നോക്കുവാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ I think the transfer had some kind of a direction like they wanted to do. നേരത്തെ അനിരുദ്ധ് പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ തന്നെ they looked for Jamal Lewis. They didn't get him in the first bid. They knew that Norwich was going to hold up for another $10 million or something like that. They straight away went to Tsimikas. I haven't seen him play again, but I feel that as a Aniruddha feel even I'm a United fan, I feel the trust in their judgment that he could be a good player, right? Now other thing is like Shantanu നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ Thiago signing. See, Henderson, Fabinho, Wijnaldum, they're all those kind of players. Gegen pressing in a supporting in the rate running players. Thiago, what he brings in is like a lot of intelligence in the play. He's very quick feet. Then he has very quick feet, and he never loses possession. In the Bayern team, he was the one who they go to if the possession is under threat. The player they go to was Thiago. So in that way, I think he is more of an addition for the Champions League than the Premier League, in my opinion. I think he is looking for that one more Champions League run where he can use Thiago a lot because he is suited for that kind of a game. So overall, in my opinion, they have done fairly well in the transfer window, even though I think they should have signed another player for in their attack. I still think they came out like, out of 6 to 7 out of 10, they come about pretty good. What do you say, Anirudh?
Yeah, I would definitely give it a 7. It would have been better if a centre back was signed, but okay, fine. We'll manage with what we have. Last time we had, in fact, in the January transfer window, we had to call back Nat Phillips because all the centre backs were injured. We didn't have a backup centre back on the bench. So they might do something innovative like that this time also. This time it's not just injuries, like it's Corona.
Yeah, I mean,
Naby Keita is now.
Shantanu,
positive.
This time is just not injuries, right? I mean, this time, Shantanunde അഭിപ്രായം എന്താണെന്ന് എനിക്കറിയണം. This time injuries മാത്രമല്ലല്ലോ. ഇപ്പൊ കൊറോണ affect ചെയ്തേക്കുന്ന കാരണം there might be games where you might like now I think Thiago and this guy Mane is absent from the entire squad for at least 2-3 weeks. So that kind of a situation still could come in positions where you have people short. Like നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഫാബിനോനെ ബാക്കപ്പ് ആയിട്ട് കളിക്കുന്നു, ബാക്കപ്പ് സെന്റർ ബാക്ക് ആയിട്ട് കളിക്കുന്നു. If somebody is contracted with corona or has to go on a 14-day quarantine, he's going to miss 2-3 matches. Like a player like Van Dijk, then you are left with what? Left with your backup options only, right? So our kind of scenario, എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു teams ഒന്നും they are aware of it. I don't think they are prepared for it. Shantanu, what do you think?
I also feel the same, but I would still rate their transfer market as 8 out of 10 because they fulfilled all their positions and things like corona can happen. കഴിഞ്ഞ കളി തന്നെ ആലിസൺ ഇല്ലായിരുന്നു. എനിക്ക് വന്ന ഗോൾ കീപ്പർ മാറിയതിന്റെ മെയിൻ ഇഷ്യൂ ആയിരുന്നു അവർ 7-2 തോറ്റത്. And there was no coordination, all those issues. അപ്പം കൊറോണ വരികയാണെങ്കിൽ whether they can put 11 players or 15 players on the field, that's not going to happen.
So what do you think the best piece of business was?
Thiago, of course.
Okay. Shyam?
I think Thiago as well. So
I'm going to go with Brewster actually for the money that we got for that player.
Oh, the departure, yeah.
That was the best piece of business.
Now we are talking like Woodward.
Yeah, exact same comment.
Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. So video കാണുന്ന എല്ലാവരും like, comment, subscribe and share for more videos.